Where are you trying to get to with your business, first off?
I'm trying to get to 20 million. That's like the short-term goal.
100%. What would you say to someone that's on the fence?
The way you do your notions, the way you do your school, and the way you outline your courseware, nobody's doing it like that in this business. You were telling me such deep stuff, I had to pause your video just to figure out what you were saying, to learn it, and then come back and keep going. Just in that 15 minutes was so much sauce that I can run with. So nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. You're phenomenal. You've been the best thing that happened to me. But what you did was you gave us the Alex Hormozi of real estate, which...
Meet Omar, a seasoned realtor out of Orlando, Florida, and no stranger to the content game. After just 16 weeks of working together, he had one sell and buy. He had another 3 active clients that were ready to buy as soon as they find the right house worth $1.5 million. He had 16 consultations. He gained around 2,000 followers, and the craziest part is that he was able to do this with just 29 posts. With 10 years in the industry, he's been around the block with some of the best coaches in the industry, and he said that this program was one of the best, if not the best, that he's ever taken. Not my words. Let's see what he had to say about it. Let's break this down. We're in week 16 right now. When you joined, you had 5,143 followers. You are currently sitting at 7,041 followers. So that is an increase of almost 2,000 followers. You were at 322 posts. You are currently at 351 posts. This is insane because you posted 29 times and gained 2,000 followers. And how many consults did you book?
Oh, that's a good question. I might be... I probably like 15 or 16. I had 3 last week alone.
You booked 16 consults. And did you have anything go under contract?
I have one listing that I'm waiting for them to come in and buy. So I'm still waiting on that. And then I have like 3 that are floating around.
Okay. So we got 1 listing, 1 buy, obviously the same. What was the listing? 700,000?
700 round. I just price reduced 720. Yeah, it's probably gonna be around 700.
Okay. What are they buying for?
They're buying at 600, 650, somewhere around there.
1.3. And then you got 3 floaters. What's the timeline on floaters? What's a floater? 3 months? Anytime?
No, floater is anytime. Like I'm trying to wrap down a house. They have hell of choices. It's ridiculous right now. So trying to wrap down a house. I got one that I'm pretty close on with the Airbnb. She's also a broker out of Jamaica, which is crazy. I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, she's going to be 500,000 Airbnb.
Okay.
So that one's right there. And then I have, he's a 550. He's a 550 out of New Jersey. He's coming in from New Jersey. I already showed him property, but we couldn't come to terms on it. It had a bad roof, so I'm still working him. But I should get him in the contract. I'm pretty sure I'm getting him in the contract the next month. And that's going to be 550, 600 max. But yeah, those 3.
3 at maybe another 500,000 or so.
Yes.
Okay, so we got 1.5 that's basically ready to go when they find the right house.
Yes.
We have 1.3 that is just needs obviously a buyer, and then they got to find the right house because it's a seller. So you already had, let's kind of backtrack. When you first came in, you had a good following. You had 5,000 followers. You had a YouTube presence already. How much were you, like, where's your business at in terms of revenue? Like production wise?
I'm hanging around 6 million right now for the year.
I mean, a normal year.
Normal year between 5 million. I'm a 5 to 8 million kind of guy.
Where are you used to getting all your leads from?
SOI. It's been all this. So SOI I use my Instagram as a brand. I never use it as a lead generator.
Mm-hmm.
So I would meet them in real life, get them on my Instagram, get them fall in love, convert. That was my
nurture.
Correct.
Yep.
Which I still kind of do. And it's working a little.
You were using it mainly just to stay top of mind, extremely common. So what has changed in between before and now?
A lot has changed. So let's break this down. First of all, my shooting straight changed. The way I shoot, which is like, we only did 20, but those pieces were fire. I mean, that's some of the best content I've done ever. You know, I mean, not just simplicity wise, but like really how it hit. Like I got better. I got people complimenting me on shooting real estate, and I've been shooting real estate for years, 5-6 years, you know, on IG, on what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm better, and it's getting people's minds better. So that right there took me light years. You telling me slow push in, like, hey, bro, what are you too fast? Like you smacking me in my face and saying you're doing that too fast, do that. And then flip the switch on how every single piece of content worked. That's one. Two, using the beats. I wasn't using beats before. So now three, the emotion, which I'm not quite there yet. I'm getting there, but getting emotion. And my goal for this year was to do storytelling in my content. I didn't know how to do that. So this is my first little baby step into it. It was like, oh, put emotion into through music and the visual, using a better visual hook. And now I got the prompt. And then of course the prompt engineering. That is what changes, like being way more focused on an ideal person. I used to be for everybody. Now I could give a shit. Now it's like, I'm here. Cool. If you were part of my sphere and you fell into that, even cool. You know what I mean? Cool. But it's really, especially now that I'm trying to go into a higher price point, I'm really trying to go into luxury space. Using the prompt and thinking about that ideal client is changing the way I operate my business. Just that.
That's awesome. Okay, so from that's the content standpoint. What about anything after that? I mean, obviously, content. You say a lot changed. You only posted 22 times, but what about after the content? Did anything change from there?
I mean, I got 3 more pieces of business from you. That's. I mean, I think it would cost $7,000. I got over 30-something thousand going to come off of it. I mean, that's ROI wise is going to pay for itself 3x. What I paid. So that's pretty dang good itself. Realistically, big time. The way people call me now is like, I hate to say this, they see me as an influencer. Like, I don't know how to explain that. They're talking to me like I'm an influencer. I wasn't getting talked to like that before.
What do you feel like, like from here on out, are you going to keep going? You're going to keep continuing down the content road through Instagram?
Bro, I was on the flight here. I was digging into the $100 million leads with Alex Hormozy, and the way he breaks it down is so easy. Like, you're just not doing enough. I'm like, damn, I'm just not doing enough content. So yes, I know the formula now. Now I just gotta like blow it up. Now it's do way more of it. How do I do? Okay, I know I could do once a day. How do I do it twice a day? How do I bank where, if I go on vacation, things don't come to a stop?
Where are you trying to get to with your business, first off?
I'm trying to get to 20 million. That's like the short-term goal. I'm trying to get to 20 million.
How many transactions do you need to have to get to 20 million? Have you broken it down? Have you been able to conceptualize like how many conversations, how many consultations, that whole rigmarole?
No, I haven't got there yet. I'm getting there. I know you wanted me there quicker. It's happening, but I'm not quite there yet.
You want me to break it down for you? All right, here's how you're going to get there. Here's your plan. Here's your long-term plan. In order to have 43 transactions, I'm going to estimate at about 13, and we'll see.
465.
Let's see where that gets us. 13 consultations times 12, and 30% of those transact in a calendar year. We're looking at 46. So I was close.
46 consultations?
We're talking about transactions across the board. So here's ultimately what we're looking at is that unless you have just a super hot lead source and you're just getting like your referral processes on the back end are super solid and that whole thing, the leads that we're dealing with on social media are cold for the most part.
Yes.
Right? And so this is kind of like what you were talking about, which is to give you an idea, my DM setter set 15 calls in 2 weeks on the real estate side. I had to tell him to stop because the agent's calendar that I was booking them on said, I don't have any more time. I can't take 30 consultations in a month. I can't do that. I have a business to run.
In that part of the business though?
Well, he has business coming from elsewhere. The point is that you can see how doable this is if you are building out a team. Like, do you think you're gonna do 43 transactions all by yourself?
No.
Okay, so you're going to need other people in general.
No.
So could you take 13 consultations a month?
The real goal, yes, is to be front facing. Like if I could do the content piece and have a back end that does the servicing part, absolutely.
Ken Pozak's already there. You can't be there too.
Oh, he's past there. He's what?
He's all media. That's the point, right? He's just the media side, and then you got the team.
Correct.
And that's what we're talking about. So Instagram can become that. You just got to figure out the long-term play is, yes, you have to focus consistently, but we got to get someone in your DMs to have the conversations. But then if you are going to hire someone to have the conversations, you got to be feeding them the opportunities. They're like a bulldog because just depending on how it all works out, but they need opportunities because you don't want to be wasting your money paying for someone where they have no one to reach out to.
Well, I got people to reach out to, 20, 30 people a day. So with limited posting.
What was your overall opinion and reaction to everything? Like, how do you feel? It's now been 16 weeks. We've worked together for 16 weeks. We've been meeting. I've seen your face. You've seen me. You hear me talk. You've gone through the content. How do you feel now compared to where you began?
First of all, best money spent. I told you that already. And, at first I was like, I don't know, because of how much money. I've been spending that much. I've been spending more money than that for the last 10 years in coaching and other programs to get not even a quarter of the results. And I don't even mean that like by a joke. I mean that for real. You're talking about a straight change in the way I look at how I market to my people, to who's going to actually purchase from me. That part, the way you're teaching it, I think is the newest way. I'm already getting copied, and if I'm getting copied, there's major publications right now that are posting my stuff to show to other agents to say, hey, do this. I'm like, that wouldn't happen without you. That is you. I mean, I'm not saying that's in your world, that's vanity metrics, but that just goes to show you how strong the marketing is. Now, the next piece is, me locking down my sales process to make that equate into business. But you can't get sales without leads. And this is
100%. What would you say to someone that's on the fence?
If you're on the fence, then you're probably not coaching already. Like, you don't understand. You're probably looking at other coaches that are going to, hey, call expireds, call FISBOs. These are your SOI. Do this many face-to-face contacts. I'm talking done every major company. They're probably, if they see this, they're probably get mad because they're like, you son of a gun, you canceled on me. Because I've definitely counseled on some of these, like halfway through, being like, you're not telling me nothing I don't already know, that I can't go on YouTube. You are doing that, but when you go back into the way you do your notions, the way you do your school, and the way you outline your courseware, nobody's doing it like that in this business. They're doing it, but they're doing it with like this green, hey, so let's go. You're doing it very tactically, which is what I needed. I needed somebody there was no BS. Hey, get beacons, get this, get that, then do this and that. You were telling me such deep stuff. I had to pause your video just to figure out what you were saying, to learn it, and then come back and keep going. And just in that 15 minutes was so much sauce that I could run with. So nobody's doing that.
Man, it's going to be such a good ad. So if you're tired of dealing with your team leads and only getting 50% or waiting around for the unpredictable referral or past client to come back around, and you want to fill your pipeline with leads that you own, follow me on Instagram, send me the word GROW, and I'll send you more information.